This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 150, Think, Don't React, Part 2, on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Did you know that there are success patterns for those who desire to receive more, for those who wish to enjoy a better and extraordinary life right now? Well, I'm Jimi Hendrix, success, confidence, and thrive coach, self-published author, and I wish to give you this, as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I wish to give you these success principles. Let's go. Okay. We're going to be dealing with what I think could be a but it's our reactive culture can be depressing. But we can overcome this. I tell you what. One thing I had to learn, the contest was over in September after the Free Enterprise Day convention. George Moore was declared the winner. And one thing that Davison insisted on, that in many ways I have to agree on, is we had to congratulate him. And so one thing I remember being in contact with some of George Moore's people that are like, Jimmy, you should see their marriage, his marriage to Carrie. They had a lot of problems, but they managed to work it out. And I said, we know you and Chris can too. And so once again, one thing that I think that's common frame that is taught by George Moore, and I think this will be the last time we mention him in this particular season. But George Moore was a good soul, and he challenged us to do better. I think the problem was I was surrounded by so many reactive friends, you've heard the number of ones that I've mentioned, Brad, Jim Bob, it's hard for me to really notice. To be honest with you, I think Jim Bob was really the most reactive. Brad, no doubt, was. There's no doubt in my mind that Brad was. But good news is I was learning. Think, process, don't just react. And so, there's a difference from when I came to see my family and friends in August from how it was in October. I was thinking a lot. I was processing a lot. To kind of try to make plans for my future. Now, I'm not going to go exactly into what I think the future kind of held. That's for later parts of this series, but what I will say is I was more goal-minded. But in some ways, I was also processing-minded. Because I'll be sitting there, especially during the convention in September, the Free Enterprise Convention, I began processing things. Of course, now, look, there is a difference. There is a problem, though, if you just think and process all the time and not take action. And that is the problem of the building blocks of analysis paralysis. Trust me. Do you want analysis paralysis wrapped up in a box, thinking that it's going to get you the success that you need? No. I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm in analysis paralysis for just too dang long. Analysis paralysis gets you nowhere fast, and it's the same. It's the same pernicious evil as reactivity. See, here's the thing. I was learning valuable lessons. You know? And this is something I'm going to go ahead and post on the Empower Your Pattern group on Facebook. I think it's private, but if you send me a request, you don't give me a little bit of information about you, then most likely I will accept your invitation. But this is what I'm going to say. Momentum Monday. Period. How can we go about our days thinking more instead of reacting? Now that's a logical question. That's a logical question. Because I'll tell you something. The Lord loves us. The Lord cares about us, but He calls us. He calls us to not be so reactive. Because that's what this crazy society is trying to get you to do. People might say, well, Jimmy, you're pretty crazy yourself. Yeah, I am crazy. You have to be partially crazy to make it in this world. It's kind of like, many people see reactivity as the new normal. Come on, guys. You don't have to go there. Just know. Just know that you don't. Some business leaders and entrepreneurs that are prominent may have a reactive bent. Kind of makes me wonder how they succeeded. There's people on both sides of the aisle, political parties, that are like hyper-reactive. If you want to go that way, don't. You have to think. Be more solution-driven than problem-driven if you're going to be succeeding in this economy. And unfortunately, schools are teaching kids today to be problem-driven. I have to agree with Robert Kiyosaki on that one. That's just speaking the truth. It's problem driven. And we know better. We know better. Because I'll be honest with you. We become reactive. We do become problem driven. We look at the problem, not the solution. To be honest with you, the past couple of weeks, I've been kind of looking at it that way, and it's not necessarily a good thing. So, I need to be more solution-driven than problem-driven. And so do you. So do you. We hope that you've enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Empower Your Pattern community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time. Don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. And God bless you.